What a fantastic morning, Hornets, and welcome to today's segment of Bgsn Student News. I'm Juliette Kaufman.
And I'm Talia Pinner. Today we'll be taking a look at a recap on the FFA National Convention, personality quizzes, and as always, sports.
But first, let's toss it over to Mariana Davis for your weekly weather forecast.
Good morning, Hornets. I'm Mariana Davis, and today we will have a high of 40 and a low of 21 with a 0% chance of rain. Tomorrow, we will have a high of 37 and a low of 23 with a 0% chance of rain. Saturday, we will have a high of 47 and a low of 35 without any chance of rain or snow. And to end off the week, Sunday, it will be a little warmer than the rest of the week with a high of 52 and a low of 33 with a 10% chance of rain. That's all for your weekly weather forecast. Back to Talia and Julia at the desk.
3 of our very own FFA members presented their agri-science fair projects at National Convention last week. Erica went out and spoke with members of the program to see how it went.
Last week, a few of our very own FFA members competed with their projects at National Convention. I spoke to the leader of this organization, Mr. Bullock, to get an idea as to what goes on at this convention.
So last Wednesday we had 2 groups compete in the National Agri-Science Fair, and the way that works is first they have to win at the state level. And we had Trent and Colin in Natural Resources and Environmental Systems, and we had Lillian Ferguson and Hannah Rowe compete in Food Science. So after they win the state level competition, they have to submit the reports for national for review, and only 12 out of each category are chosen first of all to be a national contestant. All the groups did really well this year. I'm really proud of everyone that competed.
Hannah and her partner Lillian won silver. This puts them just above the national finalists. Colin and Trent's project won gold, which is a first for the Beech Grove FFA chapter. I asked the students who competed to explain their science projects and tell me what the FFA program has meant to them.
So basically our project was testing how different processing methods would affect vitamin C and bell peppers.
Our project was over carbon sequestration, which is the amount of carbon which is held in a tree.
FFA is it's really just such a great program. I'd argue probably one of the best things we have here at the high school because you can be as involved or as not involved as you need to be based on other things that you do. They're very flexible. I actually want to be an ag teacher, which is because of FFA. I never would have considered that as a career if I hadn't been in FFA. I've become more social and more outgoing and just more comfortable around people.
According to Hannah, Trent, and Colin, wearing the blue corduroy jacket and white button-up never gets old when you're involved in something as great as FFA. This has been Erica Sussman with Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk.
Our band will be performing for the last time this year, this Saturday, which means it will be the seniors' last performance. Here's Gabe with more.
Hey Hornets, as many of you already know, the band's last performance, our very own Marching Hornets' last performance, will be this Saturday. They'll be going to state to compete with other bands to see who will be the champion. Every band will get a ranking from 10th to champion, which will also be the performance order from when they leave from getting their awards, from 10th to champion. For some, though, this will be their very last performance, their last year of high school. They'll be graduating, and sadly that means we will no longer be able to see them here in the Beech Grove Marching Band. But on the bright side, they'll be able to go off and succeed in other places in their life. I spoke to band seniors Jalen and Kyle and guard senior Sarah about how band has affected their life through high school.
It's taught me a lot of life lessons and discipleship.
It's just teamwork, stuff like that. Teaches you dedication and how to work together as a group.
Yeah, working hard together for a reward and just being a family.
I also asked them, how does it feel to get state for their last year of high school?
I think it's a really great way to finish our last season.
It feels really good because last year we did make it to state, so we were kind of nervous, but I'm glad that we made it.
Yeah, definitely the best way we could go out for sure, leaving this behind.
The last question I wanted to ask them is if they had anything to say to freshmen or sophomore marchers or even upcoming 8th grade marchers. If they had anything to say at all to them, they could say it.
It's been cool working with you guys. You guys are doing really good, and I hope you guys push through it through the rest of your seasons.
I think that even if you feel like you want to quit, don't, because it really like pays out in the end, and you know that like you can have like a family here. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree with both of them. And Lucas, just make sure you get body center, man. You got this. I believe in you. Isaac, just keep working hard. All my brass boys, you got it. Love you guys.
That's all for me. I've been Gabriel with BGSN. Back to you beautiful people at the desk.
Talia, have you ever taken a personality quiz?
No, Juliet, I have not, but I've heard of them. I heard they're pretty interesting, actually.
Well, Lainey went out and got a little more on the topic.
Personality quizzes are a fun way to learn many new things about yourself that you may not know. I talked to Madison Stratton to ask what you can personally learn about yourself after taking a personality quiz.
So I think you can learn a lot from personality quizzes. You can kind of learn how other people see you as a person, because I feel like sometimes we have a certain view of ourselves, and when you take those quizzes, like not just the BuzzFeed ones but the more real ones, you can kind of see how certain parts of your life have caused you to become who you are today.
I then asked Madison if she would recommend others to take personality quizzes.
Yeah, I think it is a great idea to take personality quizzes, because I think it kind of helps you discover who you are more than just like what's seen.
Lastly, I asked Madison what types of quizzes she would suggest others to take.
I think a great personality quiz would be the ACE test. It's kind of a test that shows what life events cause you to interact with your emotions differently as you get older. And also, I think, BuzzFeed quizzes are kind of cool too, just to see what type of cheese you are.
If you haven't taken a personality quiz, try it out and you might just learn something new. This has been Lainey Wilson for BGSN. Thank you for watching.
Now let us toss it over to Josh Fryer for sports.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to sports. In Beech Grove news, the girls basketball team will travel to face the Roncalli Rebels. It will start at 7:30 on Saturday. In NFL news, it's Thursday Night Football, and you know what that means. It's one more day closer to the weekend. The Oakland Raiders will face the Los Angeles Chargers. The game will start at 8 o'clock. Have you ever thought about what football formations is and what coaches prefer to run? Well, I got more on the subject.
NFL and college are completely different. One, it runs a spread offense, and the NFL runs a pro-style offense. I asked Mr. Taft on his opinion on which one he would run as a coach.
So I'm definitely in favor of the spread offense. I think you can do more with lesser talent. It also makes the quarterback a position that the defense has to hold accountable at all times.
People tend to not know what a pro-style offense is. It's usually where the quarterback is under center, and then behind him is a fullback, and behind the fullback is a running back. Many of you may not know what a spread offense is. It's usually where the quarterback is 5 yards back in the backfield, and they have to shotgun snap it to the quarterback. This is a look of the Los Angeles Rams and their pro-style offense. Also, I asked Coach Renfro on what he would run as a head coach.
I probably prefer the pro-style offense. I'm kind of old school. I like the power eye, split back, kind of run right at you, using a tight end a lot of motion. But definitely I'm a big tight end guy. I like to use the tight end. I think he's a big part of an offense. So there you have it.
Here is a look at the Green Bay Packers and their spread offense. Also, I asked Mr. Taft on why he thinks the NFL runs more pro-style than spread.
I think the NFL, they're pretty pro-style heavy because that's partly what they've always done. Some teams are starting to transition out of it, but also they're better able to select and draft players that fit their pro-style system a little bit more than most colleges.
Thank you for watching. Have a great day, Hornets.
That's all for your daily segment of sports. Back to Juliet and Talia at the desk.
Thank you, Josh. That's all for today's edition of BGSN 10. I'm Talia.
And I'm Juliet. Have a thriving Thursday, Hornets.